Okay, welcome. I want to make this short video about how to approach the course. I think most people have a sense of how they want to do things, but for some of you might be feeling a lot of anxiety about math and this course in particular. So I wanted to try to break it down for you. The first thing I'm going to click on here is the important info doc. I want to reference that because it has a lot of information, but looking at the basic flow of the week kind of is going to be my framework for thinking about how I'm going to do this video. I'm looking at this homepage as a student, so I think this is more or less what you're seeing. And so first thing in the basic flow of the week, download materials, review assignments Monday, lay out a plan for the week. So I would probably do this more technologically, maybe less technologically. I don't know. I might do it on a piece of paper. But I just kind of make some notes to myself, notes about my module one math work. Just so you can kind of, we'll keep track of what I'm looking at here. So download material, review assignments. Okay, here we go. So I need to go to content. I need to go to module one. I guess I could have clicked on the link over there. I'm assuming you've already gone through the get started in course information. This is just kind of me modeling how I would go through the first week. I see the workbook. I see the Newton. I see a discussion. That's what I got. So I'm going to write those three things down. Workbook, Newton, discussion. And I'm going to kind of think about my week in terms of what I need to do. But part of what I should know is the due dates here. So September 26th, I'm going to write that down. September 26th is, check the date here, is a Friday. So workbook, looking at Friday. Newton doesn't say here. But I'll tell you in general, you have a week to do that. So that's Monday, so next Monday. And the discussion, I'm looking at September 24th. That's Wednesday. Okay. And so my plan, given this sort of cycle here, is going to be discussion work today, watch workbook video tomorrow, Tuesday. I'm pretending it's Monday. So work today. This is Monday. That's the initial post. Watch the workbook video Tuesday and try to do the workbook. If I have problems, I can make some time Thursday, make time for finishing workbook with support, looking at study tables, because I know Mr. A has office hours at that time. Looking at this here, Tuesday 3 to 5, Thursday 3 to 5. The Tuesday 3 to 5 doesn't work with me. I'm pretending to be a student, but the Thursday 3 to 5 does work. And so that's the one I'm going to kind of aim for. If I need support, I don't need to go if I'm feeling good about things. That's the 3 to 5 slot. Thursday can be finish the workbook, start Newton, and respond to discussions. And then I'm not going to have time Friday, Saturday. I'm going to circle around to finish Newton, finish discussion responses. And that's my plan for the week. So I've got a little bit of work to do today. I'm going to do some work tomorrow. I got some work Thursday. And Thursday is a key day because I know I can get support if I need it. And then Saturday, I got a little bit of time to finish the other stuff. So modeling what I'm saying here, which is downloading the materials and reviewing the assignments, laying out a plan for the week. Now, I didn't actually download the materials. If I wanted to, I could go here to this actual assignment and download the directions and the workbook just to see what it is. One of the things I want to point out here is that inside of the actual workbook assignment, you have some important links. One is the where's my little arrow? There it is. One is the workbook walkthrough. So this is an embedded video in every workbook. It's different, that links you to a support video that walks you through that. Now, I'm going to try to post other options on Mondays of the week, because I actually have multiple recordings of this from previous terms. And the assignment did shift a little bit. Some students mentioned last term that they'd like, they like videos that were there. They noticed that there were differences. So I think I've got some better videos for you. And then this video is the guided notes video. This is for the last sheet of the workbook. Now I'm going to just download this and show it to you. Take this off. So I'm downloading this and I'm opening it. So there's two phases to the workbook. One is doing the Excel part. I'm going to bring this over here. So this first sheet, let me get rid of these little arrows. They're not important right now. So this sheet in module 1 is just some explanations, examples. Then you have the actual exercises. This is all the math stuff that you're going to be doing for the workbook. And then the final sheet is the problem solving notes. And this goes along with the guided notes video. And that video is this second one here. You watch the video here. And it's me talking about problem solving. And while you're watching that, you're filling out the actual guided notes in here. Okay. Okay, so I think I've done step 1 of my basic flow. Now I laid out a plan, and Newton didn't come up in my plan until Thursday. And this is saying work on Newton a little each day is recommended. So actually, I'm just going to jump in here to Newton and just take a look at it, because I want to make sure I feel good about what it looks like. And this is week 1. So I've never seen Newton before, and never heard of Newton. So I'm going to go over here, click on module 1 Newton, jump into it. Now, this will look a little different from you, because now we're in a third-party platform. I'm going to preview this as a student. This is as close as I can get to what it'll look like for you. 10 millimeters is equal to 0.397 inches. So we're looking at rounding. You can see the objective here. We'll talk a little bit about rounding in that in the video. But if you need support, then there's more instruction here. Of course, if you're not sure what a thousandth is, there's multiple ways you can get answers to that question. Obviously, the internet has a lot of information on it, but if you want to talk to somebody, you could text me. Hey, I forgot about thousandths and hundredths and things like that. You could try to talk to a colleague or talk to somebody in tutoring. But the rounding, I put this in Newton 1 because it's such a fundamental part of Newton's in particular. I mean, I do mention rounding as a formatting thing as we go through, because when you do, things like the mean or the standard deviation, and you report 7 decimal places, it's like, why are we not rounding here? Rounding is really tied into communicating, and a lot of this course is about doing math and then talking about it. So that's important. I'm just going to answer this question. See how it works. 0.393. So the way Newton works is you can get the answer wrong once and it'll let you try again. It's not going to give you any feedback or information except that it's wrong. So then I can try again. And if I get it right, like, great, okay. And then it explains a little bit. This explanation will show up whether I get it right or wrong. And so if you get it wrong, it would talk a little bit through how to do it. And then you could try the problem again or press continue. It may not give you exactly the same problem again. So one of the things about online math work is that it's intended to be a place for you to get practice and get feedback. There's support built into Newton, so you can watch information about rounding. If you totally forgot how to do rounding, there's a way to get to information about it. Let me see if there's, but again, I need to sort of do this as a student in order to better show you how this works. So I got to think about how to make that video for you. Okay, so I did the review assignments. I worked on Newton a little bit. So I'm like, okay, I'm not panicking. That's going to be okay. Initial discussion post. I got a plan to do that by Wednesday. This is not relevant. And okay, yep, I'm good. So I did my stuff for today. Now I'm going to go look at my discussion because that was actually the thing I was going to do today. And this is a very easy post. I'm going to start a new thread. Mr. A's online experience. Just taking the lead here on posting about online experience. First of all, I have taken, okay, I'm going to actually do this and finish this post and post it. But notice that it's tracking my words. There is information here, at least 200 to 250 words. So there's no excuse for you not to hit the word count. Do not copy and paste stuff from the prompt in to help you with the word count. These need to be your words that are getting you up to the word count. If you're struggling, you can always say, this is what I wrote, and send it to me and ask me if I could ask a couple of questions to expand on to help you write more. Generally, that's not a problem for people to write a little bit about, themselves or the topic. I try to keep these prompts very relatable, very easy to engage with. I definitely don't want to see stuff generated from ChatGPT here. This is for you to talk about yourself. Really very important forum for connecting and making connections with other students potentially, which could be a big deal if you're a person who struggled with math. Okay, that's all I want to do for this initial post. I think we've kind of walked through what you need to do for the first week and how you should approach thinking about a week in general. So I'm going to stop the recording and get this posted.